Janet Gray likes nothing more than a challenge. Hurtling towards a water ramp at 34 miles an hour, it's exciting, it's fun, and highly dangerous. All the more dangerous when you think that her world is black. This is what it's like for her as she powers towards her goal.
It's very daunting, but it's just that rush and the exhilaration, speed and the challenge. You know, going out the slalom gates and you get the double bleep, tend to get a clear pass, and that's a big buzz because, yes, you know you've achieved what you wanted to do.
Dr. Janet Gray, MBE, has few equals. For her, challenges or obstacles are there to be overcome. For her, it's about taking on the seemingly impossible and emerging victorious. Her list of achievements is lengthy. Janet reached the pinnacle of disabled water skiing by winning the World Disabled Championship in the 3 disciplines, slalom, tricks and jumps, and became the overall world champion and world record holder in all 3 disciplines. She was world champion in 1999, 2001 and 2003. Those who have followed Janet's breathtaking career have nothing but admiration for this keen competitor.
A well-deserved occasion, I have to say, to get the freedom of the city of Lisburn must be very, very special to you, particularly whenever you're chosen by your own people and your own kind and recognised in this way. I have to say, fully deserved, fully entitled. You're a lady in every single thing you do. The way you fought back, the achievements that you have done, the bravery you have shown whenever, I don't know how you do it, I have to say to you, you're just one in a million as far as I'm concerned. And off your chosen sport, outside socially, I have to say, you're an absolute credit to yourself, all belonging to Lisburn, to Northern Ireland, everywhere you're a credit to sport. As I say, I'm sorry I can't be there. I wish you all the very, very best for the future, and I wish you every continued success, and enjoy the moment.
Others who have reached the top of their chosen sport look on Janet with a mixture of awe and admiration.
She's quite an unusual woman. I just love her to bits. She's inspirational, she's motivational, she's a great sportswoman, and she is a very dear friend, and she has a great sense of humour.
A devastating accident in 2004 saw Janet fighting for her life in an intensive care unit in Florida. Janet had hit a steel jump ramp whilst water skiing at 40 miles an hour. Multiple serious injuries led medical staff to believe she wouldn't survive. They didn't know Janet or hadn't heard about her grit and determination. 3 years of numerous operations and painful intensive rehabilitation followed. After that, she felt the time was right to wipe the dust off the water skis and return to competition. No sooner back and she was victorious at the 2007 World Disabled Water Ski Championships in Australia. Her success continued a year later at the British Nationals and the European Championships in Italy, carrying a broken wrist into the bargain. Her recovery continues. More surgery is scheduled, although to see her training, few would think she hasn't already returned to top competitive form.
I've still a lot of metal work inside me, and I've sort of been rebuilt, my face, everything's been put back together. So yes, it does make you feel like the bionic woman. The road to recovery was a really tough and demanding one. It was long and hard, and you know, it's still not totally there yet, still going through a lot of surgery. But my ultimate goal was to get on the water. It didn't matter really to me then at what level. I was afraid to think that it would be at competitive level, but just to get on my ski would have been great. But then to go and get back competitively was phenomenal.
If that's not enough, she's writing her autobiography, which is due out later this year. In fact, just in time for the Christmas market.
I think for me, maybe it'll be quite therapeutic, because to get everything down on paper and sort of have it sort of put to bed and dealt with, I think at the end of it, it'll be good.
Publication is November this year.
Yes, indeed.
A big occasion for you.
Indeed, yes. After the the Freedom of the City ceremony, then I have that too. I've got World Championships in August, and then we're straight into really the run-up for the launch.
Janet trains in several different centres. One of them is the local Leisureplex. If she's not in the gym, you'll most likely find her in the pool. Away from the rigours of training, she enjoys a joke and sharing her experiences with others, whether it's over a cup of coffee or at a semi-formal question and answer session, as here in Lisburn Library.
She was a pleasure to interview, and she put me at my ease, and in fact she inspired me, and if anything she made me feel very inadequate.
Janet is called on to perform many different duties. Anything Lisburn-based gets preference over all else. Handing out life-saving certificates at the poolside in the Leisureplex is every bit as important as delivering a motivational address to a business audience.
It's really nice to have met her. I'd heard about her before, but I've never met her. So
How much of an inspiration is she to somebody like you?
She's a very big inspiration because she has done so well with everything. She's a very big inspiration, yeah.
Yeah, I really admire her for all of her work for sport and all the difficulties she's had to overcome them. She's just a brilliant person.
I think it's a great privilege for the pupils to receive from Janet these certificates. She's came to the school last year and spoke at our prize day, was such an inspirational speaker, and to have achieved everything that she has so far gives them great encouragement for the future, and such an important life skill, life-saving, that they can take it on and maybe continue with their life-saving in a competitive form.
Janet Gray, I know for many years. I actually taught her life-saving, and she then became a life-saving teacher and has carried it on. And like I say, we're absolutely delighted to down here to show our support for teaching life-saving to schools, which is a minority sport, but we're hoping for it to catch on and to go further so we can get all our schools involved in it.
I think it's tremendous. I think Lisburn are very generous to their sporting heroes. I received the Freedom a few years ago, and I know how important it was to me at the time and still is. And I know that Janet is very proud of the honour being bestowed upon her, and Paul for all his support and encouragement over the years.
The word unique was made for Janet Gray. This great symbol of courage, a deep and profound desire to excel and conquer, a woman full of life and fun, an inspiration to us all, is the latest person to be added to the illustrious list of recipients to be awarded the Freedom of the City of Lisburn.